everyone. Maria Morales here with LowKick MMA, and I have the pleasure of being joined today by Goiti Yamauchi. Goiti, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We are fantastic, and we are excited to have you with us. So I
Awesome.
want to jump right in because there's a little bit of an elephant in the room, so to speak, that I would love for us to talk about. After your loss at Bellator 256 to Dan Moret, it was a split decision. It left a lot of us scratching our heads, and you have been very vocal on social media about the judging and the effects that these types of very confusing decisions have. Can you talk to our viewers a little bit about what you were feeling after the fight and the point that you're making about how these decisions are done?
Um, I think my first impression after the fight was I was angry. I was pissed off. Uh, I didn't agree with the judges. I talked with my manager. I talked to my friends, all the people that watched the fight. But no excuses. I know I won the fight. Um, it's about move on. If if they offer me the fight to make the rematch, I would accept it at the same time. But you know, it's about to move on. And Morat, he's not my goal. My goal is to be the champion. Um, but if you will come fight again, it will be a pleasure. I will sign the contract in inside 5 seconds.
Yeah, that no one would have to twist your arm to get you to sign that contract, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. And so, you just mentioned it that your goal right now is to get the belt, is to get to the championship. But coming up at this next event, you're actually facing someone that last time I checked the rankings is not ranked in your opponent, Chris Gonzalez. Can you talk to us a little bit about taking that fight and what effect, if any, you feel like that's going to have on your chances? Because to me, and I could be wrong, it would seem like you have more to lose than to gain if
Yeah.
if the fight doesn't go your way. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, first of all, I'm 100% confident that I'm gonna win this fight. I like the challenge. I like the style of the opponent. Because rankings doesn't matter too much. That's the real thing. Rankings don't doesn't matter. What matters is your performance, how your behavior inside and outside the cage. I know this is what people wants to see. So all I have to do is give my best, put on the show, express myself inside the cage, and win the fight. And that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I have a lot to lose, but I have a lot to win because a great performance is going to put me on the radar again.
Absolutely. And I wanted to ask you because for a lot of fighters that I've spoken to, it's about fighting for the championship, it's about fighting for those goals, but sometimes it's fighting for a lot more than just that. And so, first and foremost, I want to congratulate you because I understand that you are expecting your first child.
Oh yeah, thank you.
No, no, that's super exciting. But, with obviously going through that process, right? Of,
Yeah.
the whole experience, how has that affected or changed your perspective in preparing for this upcoming fight?
Well, it changed a lot because it's a new it's a new it's a new feeling for me. Being a daddy is completely different. You have something to fight for. I can say I'm more motivated, more energy. I have a reason to wake up every day because You know, that's what I want. It's a dream come true. So, yeah, that's I didn't believe till the day that I knew that I would be a father, and right now I'm super excited. So change everything. I'm super excited.
I listen, it kids have that effect. So, we are all definitely excited for you. And, obviously that also changes a little bit how you approach camp, right? Because it's always got to be on your mind that, is my wife okay? Is everything all right with
Yeah.
her while I'm getting ready? So tell us a little bit about this camp and how you prepared for Chris Gonzalez.
Well, I think I'm always changing the approach because we learn, regardless in the defeat or on the winning, we always have to learn. And after the fight, so we always change the approach for every training camp. Like you said, being daddy is different because I have to worry about my wife. I don't want to miss any meeting with the doctor, so
Right.
I want to always be there. That changed a lot, But what technically, what I can say that I changed. Um, People don't believe me that much, but to prepare for a fight, I'm more striker than a grappler.
Mm,
So for this
okay.
fight, yes, I train a lot grappling, lift a lot of weights, and I'll be a pure natural born grappler.
Okay. All right. But prepared to take it anywhere that it goes, I would imagine.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. So, you know, the fight's coming up. I'm glad that I got you now instead of next week. Um, but I have to ask you, like, I know that you've never been one to look past anyone that you faced. That said, though, with a win here and also that loss that I think a lot of people felt that you didn't actually lose that fight, you know, where would you want to go next? Who would you want to fight next in your quest to get to the belt?
That's a good question. I think I want to face somebody in the rankings, former champions, real challenge that is going to put me, in the radar of the title shot because I know that the lightweight champ will be fighting the same day that I'll be fighting.
Mhm.
So a lot of things will be decided in the next month. So as long as I fight for, to go to I'm patient. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna rush. I don't want that. I know I'll be fighting for a title in the right time. But yeah, so for me, fight is a fight. Fighter is like I said, rankings or fighter doesn't matter that much. It's just about my performance, and um, I don't choose those things. For me, it's interesting to take fighters that is going to put me on the radar for the title shot.
And so, kind of along that vein, so when you're looking at that top five, there's not any one particular person in there that you would say, oh man, I'd really like to fight him next. Is it just really anybody, or is there someone in that top five that you see as a good matchup for you to get you closer to that belt?
Um,
Come on, you
I'll,
had to know I wasn't going to let you off the hook.
yes, I'll let you know right now. Um, I always dreamed to fight against Ben Henderson because he's a high profile fighter,
Mhm.
former UFC champion, dominate champion. So it's one of a fight that he's a legend, So this is one of a fight that I really want for. So, but I don't think it's that interesting for him because I called him some couple of times and he always refused. And if I was
Mm.
him, I would refuse. Then nothing personal. I know he's not afraid of me, but it's just not interesting, So, but this
Well,
is one of a fight. This is one of a fight that I want to have in my records.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you're right that but it may not necessarily be a situation about him being afraid of you, but styles make fights, right? And
Yes.
so you would definitely present a very interesting challenge for him at
Yeah.
this point. So yeah, I can definitely see him kind of wanting to
Yeah.
avoid that fight as long as he
Yeah.
can, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He's not afraid because he fought the best guys in the world.
Right. Right.
So he's used to it. But yes, I think I have the youth, the the energy in my favor. So he's not in his prime. So it's not that interesting. But this is one of the fight that I would love to have it.
Actually would love to see that fight. So hopefully it does actually happen. So
Hopefully, yeah.
before I let you go, because like I said, I love talking to fighters 2 weeks out and not fight week, because we
Yeah.
know how miserable that can be as you're trying to cut weight. Uh,
Yeah.
but but if or not if, because I'm sure you have it. Obviously, at the end of the week, everything's locked down. You're in weight cutting mode. What is the one thing that you have to eat before you go into weight cutting mode?
But I have to right now the phase that I live in my life. I just have to have a brunch with my wife. Whatever.
Right. Doesn't matter what it is as long as
Doesn't
it's
matter.
brunch.
It can be a piece of bread with eggs, avocado. Doesn't matter. Just I like to have this moment with her.
Amazing. Well, Yochi, I want to thank you first and foremost again for joining us today.
I
Um,
appreciate.
I tell fighters all of the time, I never wish fighters good luck. I feel like that's an insult to all of the hard work you do because it's not luck, it's all of the
Yeah,
hard work and the preparation that
you're
gets
right.
you to where you need to be. So, with that, I just leave you with I really hope that all of your preparation pays off and that you're able to pull out a victory next week.
Thank you so much, Maria. I
Uh,
appreciate your time, your attention.
awesome. Thank you so much. Take
Thank
care.
you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.